foul. That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man.
Beantown. Michael, watch. Are you ready for some football?
I love the Patriots.
Ooh, Patrick Mahomes, you almost had it, bro. You almost had it. Ooh, you almost had it. You almost had it. I'm just kidding. You were nowhere close to almost having it. One of the worst Super Bowl losses ever in the history of the NFL. And yeah, the score was what? Like 40-something to 22? I forget what it was off the top of my head. It doesn't even matter. He's got 3 touchdowns in the game. That was all in garbage time after it was like, I don't know, 34-0 almost through 3 entire quarters. I don't want to hear it. Stop it. Stop it to the Chiefs fans trying to say like, ooh, it was closer than people thought it was, whatever. No. They got, like, Jim Murray says, oof. He says it on the show a lot. Ass to belt. Ass to belt. What's going on YouTube? It's boy Jesse Almeida on YouTube and from Beantown Jason. We're back here with another reaction video. How much is Patrick Mahomes' legacy affected by another Super Bowl blowout loss? Very. And the reason why we're covering this topic here right now is because there's a lot of debate going on right now between Patrick Mahomes' legacy, Tom Brady's legacy, the Chiefs dynasty, the Patriots dynasty, Andy Reid versus Bill, Kelsey versus Gronk, all of that. There's a ton of comments going on right now, and I just want to make this clear and simple right now. The GOAT conversation between Mahomes and Brady, that's the one I kind of care about the most. I could care less about, like, the dynasty with the Patriots and everything else. Sure, like, it's cool and everything else to say, like, we've had the best dynasty in the sport, but I could care less about that. I more care about the Brady versus Mahomes. Do not, for the time being, never, ever put Mahomes in the same breath as Tom Brady. Tom Brady never got blown out like this guy has twice already. And if you want to say the first one was a mistake, like in Tampa Bay, he had the crowd against him because it was in Tampa too. If you really want to give him like that pass, okay, cool. There's no excuse for it happening twice, though. For you to get blown out in the biggest stage twice like that, your legacy, it takes a hit. It takes a massive hit. Same with the Chiefs. It takes a massive hit. Tom Brady would have made that game at least close. At least close. Patrick Mahomes gave up 14 points. He gave them 14 points. Let me go over to the final score real quick. Because again, I could really care less what the score was. It doesn't matter. 40-22. That's your ball game. They would have lost by what? Maybe 4 points? Something like that? That's your ball game. That is your ball game. 14 points. That game on nobody but Patrick Mahomes. Nobody but Pat Mahomes. And it's on Andy Reid for not switching up the game plan that wasn't working for basically 3 quarters. Is this the downfall of the Chiefs? I mean, hell, I would hope so after seeing everybody go,
yo! What the fuck, bro? Nah.
on the Chiefs for the last 2.5 years. I would hope this is the downfall. I can't stand them. Taylor Swift got booed. I fucking love it. I loved every moment of that Super Bowl. We're going to react to Felger and Mazz on how much is Patrick Mahomes' legacy affected by another Super Bowl blowout loss. I hope they go off on him. I just hope they go off on him, because if this was the Patriots, we wouldn't hear the end of it. We would not hear the end of it. So I hope they give him the ass to belt like the Eagles did. Give a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos. Subscribe now if you guys knew, you guys know what to do. Go check out our website. The link is in the description down below. Is there a chance that they could still be the better dynasty between them and the Patriots? Is there still a chance where Patrick Mahomes can be the GOAT over Tom Brady? Yeah, there is. But, man, he's got a lot of work to do now in order for that to happen. Because 2 blowout losses, it's not like you were close to the game and you lost like Brady did against the 2 times to the Giants and then the Eagles. Even though the defense didn't show up in that game, I still blame Bill Belichick for that Philadelphia Eagles loss. Not on Tom Brady whatsoever. Is there still a chance for that to happen? Sure, absolutely. But, again, they have a lot more work to do now to get to that point. To even make it a conversation again after this loss. So we're going to react to this video here. Without further ado, let's hop straight to the video.
My favorite non-Brady related Super Bowl in like 10 plus years. Since the last ass-kicking of a team that I despised, the Broncos, getting belt to ass by the Seattle Seahawks in New York back in 2013. That last night was nearly perfect. The only way it would have been better, and I felt like I helped curse it, is if the Eagles could have completed the shutout, which they were well on their way to do. And I was like, oh, please hold on to the shutout. And then finally Mahomes started to rack up his garbage time stats and the garbage time touchdown. Pure garbage. 20-plus weeks of the slipperiest, greasiest, ref-aided wins, followed by the likes of Nick Wright and you two ghouls, shoving it down my and everybody else's throats that they're better than the Patriots ever were, and what they did really wasn't that much, and you better be careful, and Kelsey better than Gronk, and Reed better than Belichick, and Mahomes is already on Brady. Is he already better than Brady? It was all so good. No one saw that coming.
Nope.
Can't win with Brady in the building. Garbage time stat padded like a true a-hole. Kelsey did nothing. Taylor Swift booed. It was a nearly perfect night. Just the best. I was so happy. I'm still so happy.
Me too.
That was so good. I could not have asked for much more. Just the shutout. That would have been a perfect night. But say, scale of 1 to 100, 98.5.
He's going all out. He's going out. I'm with Jim. I'm with Jim Murray 100%. The people who were talking between Mahomes and Brady, I was like, are you guys serious? Even Mike too is doing the same thing. He's still doing it. Oh, at age 29, Mahomes is on pace to be better than Tom Brady was. Like, dude, shut up. Shut up, yeah. He's had a great career so far through his age 29 year. He's been great. But are we really, like, we can't even put them in the same breath right now. Like, come on. Brady never had 2 embarrassing losses under his belt like this. Never. Never. Cut the crap. And honestly, if we really want to go there, putting Mahomes in the same breath as Joe Montana is fucking embarrassing right now. Come on, man. It's the same thing with the Curry D-Riders. I mean, obviously now Curry, yeah, undisputably, but like they were on his, you know what, early on in his career too. Like, come on, man, come on. We can't keep doing this where we're talking about the GOAT conversation every new player that comes into this league. Come on. Sometimes we hop on the bandwagon too soon. I'm with Jim Murray. I fucking loved this Super Bowl. This Super Bowl was great. The only thing that would have made better, I'm with him, is if they actually completed the shutout. But, yeah, the 98.5 out of 100, like the 1 through out of 100, 98.5, that was a great joke. We're rewinding this shit.
My favorite non-Brady related Super Bowl in like 10 plus years.
And he can't win with Tom Brady in the building. Hilarious.
The last ass-kicking of a team that I despised, the Broncos, getting belt to ass by the Seattle Seahawks in New York back in 2013.
That one felt good too.
Was nearly perfect. The only way it would have been better, and I felt like I helped curse it, is if the Eagles could have completed the shutout, which they were well on their way to do. And I was like, oh, please hold on to the shutout. And then finally Mahomes started to rack up his garbage time stats and a garbage time touchdown. Pure garbage. 20-plus weeks of the slipperiest, greasiest, ref-aided wins, followed by the likes of Nick Wright.
Let me pause that real quick. This is the last time I'll pause it for, like, Jim Murray talking at the beginning of this segment here. It goes to show that their season was a big fraud. They had so much help from the refs and everything else. The league basically behind their backs. And in the biggest stage, they absolutely crapped their pants because the Eagles were just so dominant that no one could help them. They couldn't do anything to get themselves going. It was fucking great. It just went to show that all season long it was a fraud for them. Loved it. Loved every minute of it.
Garbage time touchdown. Pure garbage. 20-plus weeks of the slipperiest, greasiest, ref-aided wins, followed by the likes of Nick Wright and you two ghouls, shoving it down my and everybody else's throats that they're better than the Patriots ever were, and what they did really wasn't that much, and you better be careful, and Kelsey better than Gronk, and Reed better than Belichick, and Mahomes is already on Brady. Is he already better than Brady? It was all so good. No one saw that coming. Can't win with Brady in the building. Garbage time stat padding like a true a-hole. Kelsey did nothing. Taylor Swift booed. It was a nearly perfect night. Just the best. I was so happy. I'm still so happy.
Me too.
That was so good. I could not have asked
I already
for much
rewatched
more.
it.
Just the shutout. That would have been a perfect night. But say, scale of 1 to 100, 98.5. That was the best. The best. And don't ever, until further notice, you, Chiefs fans, Mitch Holthus, whoever, put that guy's name in the same sentence with Tom Brady until further notice.
Right.
Don't you
Agreed.
do it, because you can't.
You can't.
Because that guy and Belichick, during the 20 years of all that dominance, and they lost Super Bowls, sure, but at least they were competitive. They never got belt to ass.
Yeah,
belt
literally.
To ass in their 2 losses.
They got bent over and fucking nailed. Pause. Oh, wow. Jim Murray batting 1,000. Let's go back. I could listen to this all night long.
My favorite non-Brady related Super Bowl in 10-plus years.
Belt to ass.
Since the last ass-kicking of a team that I despised. The Broncos getting belt to ass by the Seattle Seahawks in New York.
Red marks
in
as red as this chair.
That last night was nearly perfect. The only way it would have been better, and I felt like I helped curse it, is if the Eagles could have completed the shutout, which they were well on their way to do. And I was like, oh, please hold on to the shutout. And then finally Mahomes started to rack up his garbage time stats and a garbage time touchdown. Pure garbage. 20-plus weeks of the slipperiest, greasiest, ref-aided wins, followed by the likes of Nick Wright and you two ghouls, shoving it down my and everybody else's throats that they're better than the Patriots
Jim Murray and Jimmy
ever
Stewart
were,
run that
and
show.
what they did really wasn't that much, and you better be careful, and Kelsey better than Gronk, and Reed better than Belichick, and Mahomes is already
good
on
75%
Brady.
of
Is
the
he
time,
already
I would
better
say.
than Brady? It was all so good. No one saw that coming. Can't win with Brady in the building. Garbage time stat padding like a true a-hole. Kelsey did nothing. Taylor Swift booed. It was a nearly perfect night. Just the best. I was so happy. I'm still so happy. That was so good. I could not have asked for much more. Just the shutout. That would have been a perfect night. But say, scale of 1 to 100, 98.5. That was the best. The best. And don't ever, until further notice, you, Chiefs fans, Mitch Holthus, whoever, put that guy's name in the same sentence with Tom Brady's until further notice.
Fact.
Don't you do it, because you can't. You can't. Because that guy and Belichick, during the 20 years of all that dominance, and they lost Super Bowls, sure, but at least they were competitive. They never got belt to ass in their 2 losses like that guy and that team has. Oh, God, that was great. Just, I needed a cigarette afterwards. That was the best, the best. And in a house full, including my wife, of people losing bets, losing money. I lost. I couldn't. I wish I lost.
I wanted to
more
take a shot,
get
but
that
I'm on
result.
towing.
It was all worth it. God, that was great.
They booed Taylor Swift?
Yep.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
Loudly,
yes,
too.
when they showed her, they booed.
Because it was mostly Eagles fans, and I think that because she's from there, like I think that because of course everyone's like mad about everything, and it all gets taken out of context. The place, from my understanding, it was like 80-20 Eagles fans to Chiefs fans in the Superdome last night. They show her, they boo her, 'cause it's all Eagles fans.
Right.
She's from there.
Makes
she
sense.
apparently used to root for the Eagles. Now she's a Chiefs fan because of her boyfriend. What do you think's going to happen?
Right.
It was funny.
It was great.
I just didn't know that they did it. I missed everything pregame, halftime, and postgame. Blessedly. Mazz, what are your thoughts?
The game sucked. And when I say sucked, I'm talking about the actual competition.
Okay, yeah,
of
fair.
the game.
Fair.
So to me, they got look, it was a complete total ass kicking. I think
Embarrassed.
the all the hype about Philadelphia's lines, meaning its offensive line and its defensive line, and the strength of their two lines, came to fruition. That game was won up front, where Philly absolutely cracked the Chiefs right in the face, and the Chiefs couldn't do a thing about it. And they had no answers. It was a complete and total ass-kicking. So I believe the better team won the game. I was hoping for a more competitive affair than what it was.
I'm
but
content with
Philly was dominant, and I think indisputably the best team in football over the last, call it 3 months of the season, 4 months of the season, draw the line where you want. That was an old-school ass-kicking, and it reminded me of the Bears and Patriots in 1985. That's how much of an ass-kicking that game was. And the Bears dominated up front. Like, it took me back to my youth. That was a bloodbath. That was a complete, total bloodbath. They could have won that game 50-0.
I do find it. Did you have the Chiefs ahead of the Patriots in their dynasty?
No.
Did you have Mahomes ahead of Brady?
No.
Even if they won, they weren't going to be ahead of them, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, I don't think anyone did.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Thing.
Yeah, they did.
So, I guess. So, because we stand for free speech, we were willing to entertain those debates. But
Some national people did, but we didn't.
for sure, fans don't even want to hear it. No. You don't even discuss it. No. So, I'm sorry. Free speech does have a home here. It will continue to have a home here.
I get it. I get that side of it, though. It's a show. I get it. I get that. But, like, I get the fan... I sometimes hate how he reacts. Like, he went right there. No. Like, dude, you got to understand the fans' perspective for that also. I mean, it's way, way, way too early to have those talks. Now, if they repeated and did something that the Patriots never did, sure. It becomes a little bit more of a reasonable talk. But you can't sit there and say, oh, it's a reasonable talk now after this game here. There's no way. I'm with the fan now. You can't even discuss it.
Discussing any of those things. They all still stand. It's all still a valid conversation.
It's not, but okay.
And the question is, Mazz, does last night affect the legacies of the Chiefs?
Of
Does
course!
last night affect the legacies of the Chiefs? Can I answer first?
Yeah.
Yes, especially, most importantly, when it comes to the conversation against you and the Patriots.
Right.
All these games matter.
And
these
the way
games
they lost.
particularly matter. Final exams, as I've been saying for years, final exams. You go into the final exam with an A and you tank your final exam, your grade goes down.
Yep, fair.
So, as much as all those conversations were valid, children, of course they're valid. They're still valid.
They're not, but...
No one had them ahead. I didn't have anyone ahead
How
of
are they
anyone here,
valid?
except for Kelsey was the closest to...
Oh, man. L number 1, dude. L number 1, bro. How is it valid? How is the conversation valid after that game? It's the second blowout in Mahomes' career in the Super Bowl. How are they valid? And this one was worse. He played like straight dog water this game. It just got tainted a little bit because of...
You hear it.
Oh, my...
But now,
Again.
Kansas City falls farther behind. Because last night matters. And just because you reach a certain spot doesn't mean you keep that spot.
Fair.
If you
That's
perform
fair.
worse. So
Look at Belichick.
Mahomes falls farther behind Brady. The Chiefs fall farther behind the Patriots. Kelsey falls behind Gronkowski. Spagnuolo falls behind Belichick. Whatever you want to give me. Those things count. And it sort of bothers me as someone who's happy to talk about the Chiefs and their place in history. The people who say, no, their legacy's secured. Not really.
No,
I mean,
no.
no one should sit here and say that the Chiefs suck. I mean, that's dumb.
Yeah, we're not saying that here.
But as it relates to the thing that we care about, Patriots v. Chiefs,
Which is why we're doing
Mahomes
this video.
v. Brady,
Yeah.
Kelsey v. Gronkowski,
Right.
Reed v.
True.
Belichick, Spagnuolo versus Belichick, all those guys on the Chiefs across the board take a hit.
Yes.
Their legacy takes a hit.
Yes, it
As long
does.
as the major players are there, they can go up and down.
Yeah, otherwise, why are we playing the game?
Right.
Of course it takes a hit. Of course their legacy takes a hit.
Right.
Just like Belichick's legacy has taken a hit in the last couple of years here in New England.
That's what I just said.
His legacy's secured.
No.
It doesn't work that way. You can play yourself
He's had
right
4
out of
brutal years.
a
with
status,
Belichick.
right out of an argument. And the Chiefs last night, I didn't say they played their way out of it, but it hurts. It hurts them. Their legacy took a hit. You don't agree with that?
Well, so I was just going to say, because one thing stuck in my head, when you say Mahomes is slipped behind Brady.
Further behind Brady.
Okay, but
He's saying he was never
like,
ahead
I
of
look
him,
at
but
it
like,
and say he's been to 5 Super Bowls at a stage where Brady hadn't been to 5 yet.
okay, Mike. What does that have to do with it? Brady has had a better record. Is it a better record? I forget what it is off the top of my head, but like, dude, Brady has never had 2 bad performances in the Super Bowl, even up to age 29 like this. Never. Never.
Like, I'm trying to compare apples to apples. Now, relative to where he was at the beginning of the week, has he slid a little? Yes. Is that
He
what you're
slid
saying?
it,
You know what's
period.
important to me? Has he slid his status on Saturday night versus his status today?
Has slipped.
Lower.
No question.
His legacy takes a hit.
Yeah.
Now that could be I wouldn't say a big hit, but we can debate the level of hit.
I think it's a big
But it
hit.
takes a hit. Final exam. They all count. I hated the approach when it was this team, when we were talking about the Patriots. The legacy's secure. Nothing that happens from this point is going to change what the
See, that's
Wrong.
just stupid. And what?
Belichick's last couple
Why do
of
we
years in
keep-
New England hurt his legacy.
Why do we keep record
When
of
you lose
histories
the Super
then?
Bowl to
Like
Philadelphia,
things
you
that
took a hit.
in the
Bill
league.
took a hit.
Why do we keep track of stats then for records and history and whatever? If legacy things doesn't matter, then like why do we keep track of all that? So I get what he's saying here. I totally understand what he's saying here. But come on. You can't say that the race was close before this. You can't. Come on. Come on.
As he should have. And so the Chiefs take a hit. Don't let anyone off the hook. And I'm not letting anyone off the hook. It's just a valid conversation beforehand. But some of you kids don't believe in free speech. You just want to live in an echo chamber. Which again, we have higher standards here, Murray.
But nothing is secure as long as these the Mahomes is there, that Reed is there, that Spagnuolo is there. I mean, he's still like top 3, top 5 quarterback of all time. But to say if anyone's out there saying he hasn't taken a hit because of that performance last night and the other Super Bowl, which was similar, you're crazy.
I think this
Mike.
is... yeah, I'm sorry, Mazz. I think the nature of the losses matter to me.
Yes. I get what you're saying
And
there.
Patriots fans have been saying it, and I don't blame them. Brady never lost a game like that.
Fact!
Belichick never lost a game.
Rare W! Rare W, Felger. Okay. I mean, that's why I'm saying the losses, but the way you lost. If you lost, like, okay, sure. Then we can go based off of, like, what Tom Brady has done at age 29 versus Mahomes has done at age 29 or whatever. But it's the way you lost these fucking games. Like Jim Murray's been saying, belt to ass 2 times. One of them was to Tom Brady. Come on. You can't even compare at all. Honestly, he played so shitty this game, this should count as 2 losses for him. That's how bad Mahomes played in this game.
Losses matter to me. And Patriots fans have been saying it, and I don't blame them.
A
Brady never
JV
lost a game
football
like
player
that.
could have went out and had a
Belichick
better
never
performance
lost
than
a
him.
game like that. They lost, but they were competitive, and we can second guess them. But they were never totally outclassed on that stage. Even the AFC title game losses, they weren't outclassed. It was competitive.
Right.
And that's important to me. Brady never looked like Mahomes did last
Never.
night.
Never.
Mahomes deserves his share of
Never.
the blame. I hear people exempting Mahomes. Well, what do you want him to do? The offensive line was a sieve.
Brady
They got to it with
always
4.
found a
Well,
way.
Wait a minute. If I'm going to give these guys credit, and rightfully so, for making up for a bad offensive line,
Right.
getting them into the
Right.
right play, or getting rid of the
Right.
ball, or, when they don't do it, it's partly on them.
Yes. Fact.
So, no, sir. Brady never lost a game like that. You didn't lose games like that.
No. Right.
The Chiefs take a hit.
Yes.
Final exams.
Fact.
So to me, that's the Belichick part of it, because I think Bill was able to always keep the game close just by the way they played defense.
Okay, so let's talk about that now. Andy Reid takes a hit from this loss, then also against Bill Belichick. Everybody on the Chiefs all around takes a huge hit from this game here. Huge.
So, to me,
You gotta adjust then. If you are one of the
nature
greatest
those two
coaches
losses,
of all
hard
time,
to get past.
and you're in that
They
conversation to
got
be the
freaking
greatest,
smoked.
you have to find a way to
They got
adjust and get yourself
absolutely
back in that
cracked in
game.
the face
And they
last
didn't.
night. And again, even when the Patriots played badly, they found a way to hang around when they probably shouldn't have.
Right.
Like the game in Denver sticks out when Brady threw the 4th-down pass to Gronk at the end, and they almost pulled it out of their ass. That one sticks out. The Giants game, the second one, the first one, they almost pulled that game out, even though they were getting smacked around
Right.
the whole day. And I would say even the second one, the Giants had the ball for 40 minutes. And
How
game
about the
came down
Seattle
to the final
Seahawks?
pass.
No.
So that part
The
of it is
Eagles won
absolutely
when they
true.
lost.
Like, you're not going to hear me say that. That was humbling for the Chiefs.
Yeah, there's only
Had
one
the
of these-
worst defensive game, and they still found a way with that offense to stay close in it. But that game, I blame Bill, though. Should have played Malcolm Butler. That would have been a completely different game.
type of games I can remember them feeling like they got outclassed, and it was still only a 10-point margin. That's when they lost in Denver in the AFC Championship game in the 2013 season, when he's thrown to the likes of Matthew Slater and some of these
Right.
other backs, Austin Collie. But again, they still only lost by 10.
Right.
So they take a hit. They take a hit collectively. They take a hit individually. Everyone across the board. Any individual that we talked about. Kelsey, Mahomes, Spagnuolo,
Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
The whole thing. It takes
Yeah.
a hit. Otherwise, why are we playing? So I don't want to hear this, that their place is secure. No, it's not secure. And just like yours wasn't, or anyone's is.
Right.
Otherwise, what's the point of playing it out?
Right.
If you like that clip,
That's going to do it for this video. I love this video. Wow. Everybody had a W in this video here. Even Felger had a W in this. There was a couple comments that he made where I was like, really? But like, everybody in this video here, W's to all you. Murray, Mazz, Felger. W's in this video. Great takes. Couldn't agree more with these takes. And yeah, that's where I stand also. Do not put Mahomes and Brady in the same sentence till further notice. Let's see them get the 6 Super Bowls. Maybe 5, but for me 6. Then we can talk. Especially after the way they've lost these last 2. So that's going to do it for this video here. Listen, I'll add one more thing before I do my outro. If they lose, if they go back again and they get blown out for a 3rd time, bye-bye. There's no chance. There is no chance. Bye-bye, yeah. If they go to a Super Bowl and lose for a 3rd time in this sort of fashion, in blowout fashion for a 3rd time, say goodbye. They won't catch up to the Patriots, and Mahomes will not catch up to Brady ever. So that's going to do it for this video here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe now if you guys new. You guys know what to do. Go check the website. The link's in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching this one. It's been your boy Jesse, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.